Okay, so this is just a short video talking about the ideas we had for names of our production company and what ones we've narrowed it down to. The first one we had was called Black Knight Productions. I really like this one as I feel the black part of it kind of relates really well to the noir side of the genre of film noir, as noir is black in French, so it kind of reaches out to a wider audience and goes across a language barrier. The night part of it depicts the action and drama scenes within the film, which is stereotypically shown in film noirs when the film kind of reaches its climax, so it goes like detective side. It's usually at night time, so I thought this worked really well. The name itself is not limited to one specific genre of film. It could work for most, and especially for horror and thriller genre, which could reach out to a wider audience, which shows it's not just a production company that tends to work with one genre of film in particular. It goes out to many, so I think this actually was quite a good one. But the thing I didn't like about it was that the night part of it could be mistaken for an actual night figure. So we were spelling it as in N-I-G-H-T rather than with the K on the front, which would be for night. So we didn't want to make this get kind of confused because it might seem a little bit kind of misconstrued if we did. But we were going to actually incorporate kind of maybe a night into it, so people, if they did get confused, it would still be the same type of, it would still be the same basically, because we'd have like a nighttime background, but there may be a night involved within the title itself. But I'll have to see if we chose that one. The next one we thought of was Tag. We like this because it shows a direct link to a key convention of our film, The Unconventional Truth. Therefore, it could perhaps be used as a way of kind of using a continuous thread through all of the films of the production company, and as it may be used as like a key element of all films, so it's easy for the audience to relate to and see that when they watch a film they've got a key element of a tag. It links to one specific production company and names to film. I liked it because it was short and snappy, it doesn't give too much away, and it doesn't narrow it down to one specific genre because it could fit in with loads of different ones. It's a memorable one because it's so short and kind of stays in the audience's mind. But perhaps we thought maybe it was too general and it's not as professional and sophisticated enough as we wanted it to be for a production name logo. The next one we had was called Dark Sin. Once again, the dark side of it links to the darker side of film noir, and the sin as well, linking to kind of like the villain character that's usually shown. So this showed a direct link, which was actually, I thought was quite good. But perhaps it's once again named kind of more towards the horror and thriller genre, as it also sounds kind of like it could be like a name of a sci-fi movie, which could be confusing for the audience as they go to see a film, like seeing the production company come up first, they assume it's for a science fiction film, but when it's a film noir it doesn't really fit very well. I didn't think particularly, it didn't really stick in my head as memorable, which is what we were aiming for. The final name that we had was Lady in Red. I like this because the red part links to a key colour convention of film noir, which worked really well, and links to the femme fatale kind of area of it. But it's perhaps kind of weakening our audience as from being mixed to one specific gender of females, because it kind of specifically singles out women and may leave men feeling kind of like overpowered by women, as it's could be aimed towards a more female dominated audience, and therefore this leaving the male side of the audience kind of thinking that it's going to be this idea of women dominated film production companies going to be kind of reciprocated in our film by having more kind of conventions towards females rather than males, when actually it's not actually the case itself, so it may put them off going to see it. So we didn't think maybe this was not the right name to use for it. The favourite one we had was Black Knight Productions, because we thought this reached out to a variety of different mixed audiences of male and female and young and old, because it didn't single anyone out. It linked to the film noir side of it, but also linked to different genres that we could have as well. And the fact that we could kind of change it around, have it take the two different takes of night and mix them together so audience don't get confused, actually worked really well. And it could work as a good kind of production company logo that when we design, because it's quite a simple thing to work with, but you can make it more interesting. So yeah, overall I think Black Knight will be the one we'll choose finally.